Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Another day, another KD trade watch. The Suns reportedly aren't committing to trading KD to one of its preferred landing spots, Miami, Houston, San Antonio. All no state income tax. P-Bev, I'm going to come to you first. Joe, let me ask you this. Has KD earned the right to choose his landing spot?
Man, yes. Yes, that man is an all-time great. He's done nothing but play hard. Now, everybody, chastise him about his leadership, but dude love to hoop, man. He love the game. So you know what you're going to get from him. P-Bev, you know what you're going to get from him, man. He's going to be efficient from the floor. He's going to be the easy money sniper. The game comes easy to him. Now, help him out. It ain't like the places he asked and they ain't got talent that you can get some guys back in return to where you can still be competitive. You'll be better than what you were last year. Hell, you ain't make the play in last year. You trade him to San Antonio or Houston. I feel like you can get some good comparable pieces to where you'll still be in contention. You can at least make the playoffs.
All I'm saying is this: we've seen KD at all since I've been in the NBA. I don't know, 13, 14, 15 years, whatever, right? We've seen him in places where when he's happy, right, and I mean happy, like it's a great team. It's not a circus running around it. He plays elite basketball, right? When he goes to places where it's, the Brooklyn Nets scenario and, this and that, I'm not saying it wasn't elite ball. I'm just saying, like, it was just a little harder. His teams were not as good, so I think you get KD, you get him in that, one of those teams. He went to the University of Texas, no state taxes, so people love that. People love playing in somewhere in Texas.
You played in Houston.
So when you get him.
And you played in L.A.
I'm in my Houston house now. Yeah, I'm in my Houston house now. Yeah. So like when you as an athlete, we all know when you get to somewhere, it's a fresh start. You got a lot of young talent. You gotta, you're not beefing with a coach. Like we don't know the dynamic with him and a coach. Like you got something new. You got a coach that you believe in. Your game goes to another level automatically. So I just think that's kind of the situation that he was in. It sounds like some things were, I wouldn't say promise to him, but, as far as how they, want to win. And then, you get the coach who, Budenholzer, who's not for everybody, right? He's not for everybody. He does things his particular way and it works. He's won a championship. It works, right? So you can't blame him, but we see that, that fit, it just didn't work. It just didn't work for Kevin Durant.
You said something very interesting. You say when there's not a circus. KD played his best basketball once he left OKC at Golden State because all he got to do was hoop. Yep. You see, you go to Brooklyn, they're counting on you. They want you to lead even though you want to just hoop. They want you to lead. You go to Phoenix. Now you and Devin Booker should have to lead. You see, you got Clay, you got Steph, you got Draymond. I get to be really, truly, I can lead, sing, but I kind of like being in the backup. I kind of like doing background vocals.
Right.
So I don't know because now at this point in time now, guys, everybody that gets Kevin Durant, they look at him as a hired gun. We're bringing you here to get us over the hump. That's why they're going to get him. So the expectation wherever he goes is going to be expedient. He goes to Miami. Miami's expected to be able to compete for a title.
Yeah.
Now, it's been reported, Mark Spears says Kevin Durant was interested in joining the Knicks as well. But the Knicks were not interested in pursuing him. Now, I don't know how true it is, but Mark Spears seems to be a reputable reporter. And I haven't heard anybody come out and say Mark Spears doesn't know what he's talking about. All I can just go by is what's being reported. And Mark J. Spears says he wanted to go to the Knicks. Now, when he was a free agent, the Knicks really wanted Kevin Durant. Yeah. But he bypassed them and jumped over and went to Brooklyn. Now, he was at OKC. Probably OKC say, nah, we good. So wherever he's going, the pressure is going to be what he felt when he went to Golden State. Because they're like, hold on, They got Steph, they got Clay, they got Draymond. They won 73 games the year before. They just lost a 3-1 lead. With Kevin Durant, it should be a breeze.
I think that the sense of like the money is obviously got.
I blame the ring culture.
Unbelievable. It's the money, right? It's the money, and then it's guys like you don't see a lot of guys back then using their voice.
Yeah, they couldn't move.
Everyone
though.
has a platform.
Yeah.
They didn't have
Right.
the empowerment like they got now, P-Bell.
Right now. So like now you can go and be like, nah, man, he getting that. I want this. And if I can't get this, I'm gonna go to another team and
Right.
go get it. Right. And you got guys that got relationships like, hey bro, what you doing this summer? All right, cool. All right, we could do this, we could do. So like you got guys that's working behind the scenes that's like, okay, cool. They go maximize, in which they should, right? In which they should. So like it's just different now. It's different times right now. I think it's more of a flex. Right. You see a guy play on one team his whole career, a guy like Steph Curry, right? A guy like Draymond. It's moving teams. Guys feel like, okay, I can win a championship over there. I can change the culture over there. I can win a championship over there. It's more of a flex a little bit.
I agree. Hey, then when you look at Durant, man, he's such a polarizing, player. Meaning he's always gonna have value. You know what I mean? So it don't matter where he's at. Somebody's gonna always want him on his team because his skill set is second to none. A team can always use it. You look at a team,
who could use 26, 27 points a night?
but look, you look at it. You look at Houston, P. Bell, who were the number 2 seed in this year's playoffs, and they were a young team. They struggled scoring the basketball, especially down the stretch. You get Kevin Durant, you don't have them problems. You know what I mean? So I know I'm sure they're gonna get him traded. I just hope he goes to a situation to where, it's comfortable for him and he's able to just hoop, play his game, and be the easy money sniper that we know he is. And if it's Houston, he's
Kevin Durant. The days of just hooping are over. He got that when he first got to when he was in Seattle for that 1 year, and when he went to they went to OKC. When he go to Golden State, ain't no more just hooping because the expectation is championship. Anybody that trades for Kevin Durant now, P-Bev and Joe, you know this. Yeah. They expect championship.
Because the window's closing.
Realistic or fair or whatever the case you want to use, he's a 7-foot scoring machine. He's efficient out of the yin-yang. He had an off year shooting from the free throw line because he shot like 84, 85%, which is crazy. He's normally 89, 90.
Yeah.
But he gave it 26, 5, and 6. And so he goes to Houston. You know what that means? They had the number 2 seed. They expect to go further. If he goes to Miami, you know what the expectations is when you go to Riley-led organization. So there's no place he can go that he's going to be able to rest comfortably because the expectations are going to follow Kevin Durant.
I think he can go to. When you talk about 1 in a million or billion chances of like, there's only a couple teams that he could have went to and they underachieved, right? And one of them is Phoenix, right? New situation, new coach. Your coach is gone. It's the first year. You don't know how it looks. He could go to any other team though, and definitely take that team where it needs to go. And we're talking about contenders, right? He can go to San Antonio right now. Unbelievable team. We'll say the team is a cheat code. He go to the Rockets right now with the pieces they have, with the coach.
What are they going to give up? Right? What are they going to give up in Houston to get it? Are you look? I think Jalen Green would be 1. I think Jabari Smith Jr. would be 2. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up Amin Thompson. I'm not giving him up.
No. He's untouchable. But I think you give up those guys you name, and you give up some 16 and 15-year-olds. Yeah. Some 2000.
So 29, 30, 31 draft picks.
Right. Some 15 and 16-year-olds. You go.
I like. Let's see. Thompson, Şengün, KD, Van Fleet.
Not bad.
Oh, Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Not bad.
See, now you got your blue collar worker guys, and you got KD who will seamlessly fit right in and alleviate the pressure from those guys, especially in that fourth quarter. I just feel like that's a great matchup. But I also like him going to San Antonio playing with De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, Fox and
Wembanyama.
What? But they're gonna probably they'd have to give up Castle.
Yeah, you probably gonna have to give up Castle. But you got to give up something else to make it work.
They got 100, like you said, Pat Bev. They got some 7-year-old picks in there too. They got picks all the way out to 2040. So
for sure, that's one thing we do know these teams have. They have a lot of money and they got a lot of picks. I tell you that, we know that.
Well, Pat Bev, we're gonna get you out of here. Make sure you guys go follow.
Hey, no, wait. Hey, you speaking about one-on-one. Me and Joe played. Me and Joe went. He went to Arkansas. I don't think you know the Joe Johnson story.
Tell the story, Pat Bev.
I don't think. I don't mean to keep y'all show going on.
No, you got to tell the story.
Okay, so I went to the University of Arkansas, like you say, alumni of where Joe Johnson went to, right? And then during the time I was there, you got to think I'm probably like, I'm freshman of the year, I'm newcomer of the year, so all the accolades that I'm getting, I'm really just Joe Johnson got him before, right? I'm the only kid on the team that has like any type of NBA stardom. So what Joe Johnson do? He come get me, Unc. He take me under his wing. He take care of me while I'm in Arkansas. He get me placed in Little Rock to stay. I'm talking about anytime he got a free time, he come up to the school. That's a 2-hour drive, Unc. I get into the NBA. We play Atlanta. I go right to his house all the time. Like his family is my family. Like you got to think, Joe was really like big bro.
Okay,
to me. Like,
yeah.
The first dude who ever put me on,
Listen. I was in the league. He was in college. He come over to the house. He be, oh yeah. I can't wait till I get to the league. Boy, give me one of them big Rolls Royce. I'm giving me one of them. Oh, I got to have one of them too. I got. He's like that. Hey, he was geeked up the whole time. Look, we had a summer league back at the crib in Little Rock. And man, I had him come down there and play with us. Man, come on there and turn out the whole gym. Y'all know how he is. All them antics, picking up full court, talking stuff, the whole gas. Oh yeah, that's what I need. That little pit bull right there.
So yeah, Joe is like he the one who showed me like, man, you got kids. I'm like, yeah, I got kids. He's like, okay, you got to feed your kids. So he really the one that like, I'm talking about. I'm with LeBron in Miami. Got dinner. And LeBron like, oh, everybody know you about to go. You about to go with your big brother Joe Johnson. Like, hell yeah, you damn right. I'm talking about I'm in his room just looking around like, yeah.
Yeah, I need that. But you know what, guys? That's the greatest motivator to see it.
Yeah.
Because when like my brother went and I go, there's a 3-car garage, and you hit there's a Ferrari, there's a Porsche, there's a big body Mercedes, and central heating and boy, to see that, I know somebody that actually got that. Oh, I got to get that.
Yeah.
I need that.
Hey, I'm at his mama house. I'm staying at his mama house. His mama got pool. I got to get my mama pool. Everything. So shout out to Joe Johnson. If y'all ain't never heard my story, though. Joe Johnson, a big part of it.
Appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate that, Pat. Yeah, guys, y'all make sure y'all go follow the Pat Bell Podcast on social media and on YouTube at the Pat Bell Podcast with Rome. It's on Barstool. Social media. Where are you on IG, Pat?
Pat Bell 21. You know me, Pat Bell Pod with Rome. I see you had Dave on the.
Yeah, boy. No, yeah.
Episode. He a good dude. He real smart. He real smart.
Very. Pat Bell, thank you, man. We really appreciate you coming on tonight. We know, hey, we really, really appreciate you coming on, providing your expertise, breaking down this game, and talking about a lot of other topics. Hey, you get a free time, man, come on back. You welcome anytime.
Man, always
good to see you, bro.
Blast, man. Always. Good to see y'all. Love, bro. Thanks,
I appreciate you.
All right.
Joe, there's still a possibility that Jason Kidd could join the Knicks per Ian Bagley. The door is not completely closed on the Knicks and Jason Kidd per people familiar with the dynamic in Dallas. Other outlets reported as recently as last week that Kidd was still a possibility and remains the case as of Monday. Teams were hanging up on the Knicks during their head coach search per Shams. Teams would just hang up. Some would say no, then hang up. In other situations, the prophetic was involved. Literally F-no responses.
Hey, look, J. Kidd gonna keep the door open now. Yeah.
What is it? Hold on. What is it the Knicks could offer the Mavericks?
To what? Get J. Kidd?
Yeah. Y'all gonna give up OG? Y'all gonna give up Mikal Bridges? Y'all gonna give up Mitchell Robinson? I need something.
They gonna have to give up. I don't know. I don't know what they can give up. You know, I know Dallas got that #1 pick, and from my understanding, they holding on to that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I don't even know if this is really a job that J Kidd really wants, to be honest with you.
I think he's better in the West with Anthony Davis and Cooper Flag and Kyrie.
That's what I'm saying. I know, you know, it's gonna take probably Kyrie a little while to come back, but I think you got enough pieces over there to keep you afloat until he get back, you know, to somewhat of 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't see him taking that Knicks job unless they offer him some that's kind of hard to turn down.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna put him up there with what, you know, Spoelstra or Steve Kerr, 17 million, 18, 19 million a year.
Shit, but you in New York compared to being.
But that's what I'm saying. That money that you get in Texas with no state income tax, man, New York costs you like 10%.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't see him, you know, taking this job. And like I said, unless it's something that's kind of hard for him to turn down, I think he's kind of, you know, developed a nice little thing there in Dallas, and I'm sure he wants to try to get the Mavericks back to the championship winning ways. You know what I mean?
Right.
With what he's got, they really got a chance.